Hey guys, this is the Great Lugia here. Welcome to Pokemon Silver version, the go through part 36. And one note, I went ahead and healed off screen. I mainly did it just because, well, I was able to. And, well, I'll probably be doing that in between each episode in like this whole Team Rocket Goldenrod City saga thing. Because I wouldn't want to do it in the middle and interrupt myself and stuff, because that would be annoying. Speaking of annoying, I'm fighting an Arbok at level 26, so you can't say the Pokemon are getting weaker or are just as weak. It looks like Ember might be a 3 KO, I'm not sure. But, of course, it survives with literally 1 HP, and it uses Glare. Just great. So I'm going to go for Swift, and it goes for Bite. And, hooray, flinch! At the very least, though, now I can't get poisoned. Being paralyzed is never as bad as being poisoned. And hooray, Quilava levels up to level 30. Still no Flame Wheel, unfortunately. I am your killer. That's who I am, in case you were wondering. And you were, because you asked who I was. And in case the audience is wondering who I'm talking to that woman. So, hi there. Peekaboo. Oh, you had an entire speech prepared in case someone jumped you, didn't you? Kudos to that. However, no kudos to having 5 weak Rattata. At the very least, this is a very easy experience for Quilava, but you're about to see the exact same thing over and over. Quilava 1 KOing these Rattata with Ember. Most of them are level 21. I think 1 or 2 is level 23. But, whatever. Yeah, this does get a bit annoying pretty quickly. Well, at the very least, they're not Magikarps, and at least they give some experience. Yeah, like almost 300 each. So, yeah, I guess that's alright. I don't even get why none of them are using Quick Attack. I mean, if each of them used Quick Attack once, Quilava might be in, like, the red or might have died, or I might have had to switch out. But no, they just stand there. Because they're stupid Rattatas. Stupid, stupid Rattata. Stupid, stupid Rattata. And I get a useless crit there. And yeah, he has one more Rattata. Guess what level it is? 23! And I use an Ember here, and it will die easily. And I got 2 useless crits in a row. Hooray! I could have used them, I don't know, when I was fighting that Arbok a few seconds ago. Actually, now it's more like a few minutes because that Rattata fight took forever. So yeah, here's another Team Rocket Grunt. He has 2 Pokemon. First off, he has a Zubat, level 26. Yeah, at the very least, their levels are getting a bit higher. And there are some tough Pokemon here, like that Arbok. And there will be 1 or 2 tougher Pokemon later on in this video. And yeah, it just goes for Bite. I'm going to finish it off with Swift, because I can. It dies, not much else to say there. And yeah, he has a second Zubat. Just gonna use the same thing with that. I'm gonna probably Headbutt maybe just to preserve Ember's power points. Maybe hope for a flinch, but I don't get it. And, wow, did Headbutt actually do more than Ember? Well, when Quilava's holding a Charcoal, so that's a bit odd. So anyways, Quilava gets confused, but it decides not to hurt itself because it loves me. But unfortunately, it doesn't love me enough to level up. And yeah, just going down here and talking to this guy, and he talks about making a comeback. Let me say something here. Does making a comeback qualify as getting beat by a 10 or 11-year-old kid in Slowpoke Well, then the same 10 or 11-year-old kid in Mahogany Town, and now he's infiltrating here without anyone even trying to stop him at the front door? Yeah, that sounds like a great comeback! I bet you'll do great. So yeah, he leads off with a level 23 Grimer. I'm just gonna switch to Tauros. It goes for Harden, unfortunately. And just watch. It literally survives with 1 HP because it used that stupid Harden. Well, at the very least, Disable Mist. And I'm gonna finish off with Pursuit because I feel like doing something different. Quilava grows to level 21 and it finally learns Flame Wheel. I'm just thinking about for a second what to replace with Flame Wheel because I know I'm gonna replace Swift soon, but I'm not sure how long. I think I'll replace Smokescreen. Yeah, probably Smokescreen. I was considering Ember, but I'd rather have 2 fire moves, you know, preserve power points and such. Now, Flame Wheel, especially with Charcoal, should definitely do more damage than Headbutt. Anyways, now he has a second Grimer. I am going to switch into Eevee, because Eevee can use some screen time, and Eevee's cool like that. I'm just gonna go for Mud Slap first, which should do a fair bit. And, oh, nice, a crit. And, of course, he goes for Minimize. Why do I have a bad feeling that might screw me over? Well, I have a bad feeling it'll screw me over because it doesn't! Hooray! Alright, so that Grimer dies, and here is a Pokemon that might give some people trouble. Especially for people that have more special attacking Pokemon than physical attacking. A level 25 Muck, and wow, that's actually a really cool Muck sprite right there. And well, Mudslap did like nothing, but I'm just doing it to hope that it might miss some attacks, I don't know, like Sludge. I think it learned Sludge anyways. It goes for Harden, and it goes for Pound, and after 2 Mudslaps it hits. I go for Mudslap again. And after 3 Mudslaps, it still hits. Now I go for Mudslap again. And it finally misses after like 4 Mudslaps. And I think I can finish off with a Headbutt now. And I actually get a crit. I don't know if that mattered or not. Either way though, the Muck's dead. And, wow, did he just call me cute? Oh god, he's hitting on me. Run away, run away, run away. Run away, run away, run away. I got tongue-tied there, apparently. Because I was so scared. Also, one thing to note. The audio might be, like, more off-sync than it usually is. Or at least it might be a bit off-sync. The reason for that, I'm thinking, is that at one point in the video I, like, paused the game. Although I didn't pause the game here, I paused the VBA so nothing happened, and that might have caused it to go a bit odd. I'm not sure if that's the reason, but I'm thinking that might be. It was mainly because I had to go and check something quickly for like a minute or 2. So yeah, this guy has 4 Pokemon. The Coughing gets 1 KO'd by Surf, which is no real surprise, and to my surprise, the Grimer actually gets 1 KO'd too. I mean, I thought Grimer had good special defense. Certainly better than Coughing, at least. And his next Pokemon is Rattata! Yeah, we haven't seen any of those in the past 5 minutes. I'm just gonna go for Icy Wind to preserve some Surf power points, but to my surprise, it actually won a KOs. I guess that just goes to show how weak Rattata is. Well, granted, Icy Wind with Stab does more than Ember with Stab, so that might explain it. Plus, Lapras has better special attack, I think. I'm not certain. At least better special attack than Quilava. Certainly not better than Quilava's evolution. Anyways, I want to KO that Zubat, but that was certainly no surprise, because, you know, double damage. And yeah, just going up here, and yeah, that's where the cut happened. Or where I had to pause the game. And yeah, here's one last trainer. And he only has 1 Pokemon, thankfully, so I know I'll fit it into the video. And it is a Weezing, level 26. Like that Arbok and that Muck, I could see this giving people some problems. And great, I just hit the mic by accident when I was leaning forward. Hooray! But yeah, If you have any special attackers, they would be good for this. And he goes for Sludge, and hopefully it won't poison, and it doesn't, thankfully. Now I'm just going to finish it off with Icy Wind, because it has a cool animation. Pow! So yeah, that's the last battle for today. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.